reform. That's what it is, Mr. Speaker. And the minister talks about democracy and so on in local government. This government has postponed local government for 3 years. You know, it's not the first time the PNM did this. You know, in 1956, they did it then too, but they postponed it for 9 years. I trust we are not heading for another 9 years of local government election postponement. And as I close in the last few minutes that I have left, Mr. Speaker, I want to say, first of all, that I commend the Honourable Leader of the Opposition for his very comprehensive presentation in this Parliament. I want to say, secondly, that I endorse the recommendations made by the Leader of the Opposition, and I make my own. Oh, yes, there were a host of them. I'll pass you a copy if you didn't see it. The recommendations were made. I call today for government to slash the propaganda vote. I call today for government to slash their salaries. I call today for government to scrap the property taxes that they plan to impose. And so we talk about finally, Mr. Speaker, I say that the budget presentation was misleading and was misguiding. The macroeconomic fundamentals, Mr. Speaker, are flawed, and my colleague from St. Augustine will deal more with that. We cannot really believe what this government is saying. You know, Mr. Speaker, when they say something going up, it goes down. And when they say it's going down, it goes the opposite way, Mr. Speaker, because we saw, for example, the minister saying about agricultural production up. When you look at the central bank statistics, down. Talking about labor in the agricultural sector, up. When you look at it, they're down from the 40,000 under the UNC down to something like 21. So when they tell you something is going up, it actually goes down, Mr. Speaker, and vice versa. And that's where we come to the issue of the credibility gap. Today I want to say that we must have the strength to endure the hard times that we are going to be put through, Mr. Speaker. I want to assure the people of this country that we in the UNC will fight for you every single day, because we are committed to ensuring this PNM government is accountable, not just to friends and family, but every large citizen. So to all of you there, all the taxi drivers and the maxi drivers, the public servants, the businessmen, the small and the big businessmen, Mr. Speaker, all of you who work to build this country, we say to you that our resources may be finite, but our will is infinite. And I'm confident that if we come together and summon that great national spirit, we'll meet the challenges of our time and write the next great chapter in our country's history. I thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The Honourable Member for Diego Martin West.